So I recently came across a product like this that says it does better than this. Which one works better at keeping your whiskey cold? Stainless steel or an ice ball? We know this one won't dilute the whiskey, but does it work better and keep your whiskey cooler longer? Let's find out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pour 2 ounces of whiskey in each glass, and I'm going to take a temperature reading. I'm going to put in the ice mold ball, and then I'm going to put in the stainless steel ball, and then I'm going to take a measuring after about 2 minutes to see what the temperature of the whiskey is. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to do anything with it for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to measure it again, and then I'm going to measure it again in another 30 minutes. And let's see if after an hour of sitting in the whiskey, which one truly keeps the whiskey cooler. So let's get started. I've got some High West whiskey here. Nothing incredible, nothing amazing, but it's good little bourbon. So I'm going to pour 2 ounces into each glass. There's 2 ounces into there. And perfect. 2 ounces into there. So we've got the 2 ounces in each of the glasses. Let's take a measurement reading and see what the temperature is right now of the whiskey. Okay, so what I've got here to take the temperature of it is the ThermoPro, and it's got 4 different probes on it, but as you can see, we're just going to be using 2 of them. We've got 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use number 1, put it down right here. Use number 1 for this glass right here, and I'm going to use number 2 for this glass right here. Let's slide it so you can see both of them easily. Glass 1, glass 2. So let's get a reading of each glass and see where it is at currently. So if you look currently, you can see the temperature of each glass of whiskey. What we'll do now is we will add in the ice ball and see what it comes to. Okay, so I've got the stainless steel ball right here. See, it's got the cold frost on it. Oh, my fingerprint, fun. So you can see that there, I'm going to put that in glass number 2, which is starting at 76 degrees, as we could see. That's going to go into there. Okay, so we have number 1 in, and now we will take this one here. We will take the ball of ice out of it, which is right here. As we can see, I've got it out. Ball of ice. Super fancy. Not really. Ball of ice. And I will place it in this glass gently as it splashes. So there we go. Glass 1, glass 2. We have our 2 different glasses, and we will see which method keeps it cooler longer. So as we look now, we can see, based on what's on here, if I pick this up and show the camera, we can see the temperatures of each of them. Probe number 1 is showing 59 degrees. Probe number 2, 60. Probe number 2 is showing 56. Number 2 is the steel ball. Number 1 is the ice ball. Let's continue and see how it goes. Okay, so we're at the 30-minute mark, and let's take a look and see which whiskey is doing better so far. So let's go down to the other camera. If we look here, we can see that whiskey number 1 here is very much diluted compared to whiskey number 2, which we expected. But when we look at the temperature of whiskey 1 versus whiskey 2, you can see that whiskey 1 is reading at 38 degrees. Whiskey 2 is at 44 degrees. Right now, at the 30-minute mark, it is not doing better than whiskey number 1. So it's interesting. 30-minute mark, it is not better. It's not even cooler. It didn't get any cooler in that first half hour than the ice ball. And I understand that there are people that are purists that are out there that'll go, yeah, well, I just don't want mine watered down, but I don't want it room temperature. I'd rather have it a little bit chilled. Hey, maybe you keep your whiskey in the freezer. I don't. I have mine on the shelf right behind me here. So if you want it chilled, but you don't want to water down, the stainless steel ball may be the way to go. But so far, it is not living up to the expectation that the ice ball is not as good as the stainless steel ball. Welcome back at the 1 hour mark, and then we will see then which one is the champion, because it claims that in the 1 hour mark, it does better than the ice ball. That'll be the final decision on it. We'll look at it, we'll see what the results are, and we'll go from there. So, here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see at the 1 hour mark, like it claims, which one is victorious. Is it the steel ice ball, or is it the traditional ball of ice that you fill up the little silicone mold, put it in the freezer, freeze it, and then put it in your whiskey? So let's go down here to the temperature readings. So they're both in the glass still, and let's bring this up here. Hopefully I don't knock either one of them out. But you can see, number 1, that whiskey with the ice ball, 39 degrees. This one over here with the stainless steel ice ball, 47 degrees. It's pretty obvious based on this test and these readings that the stainless steel ice ball doesn't quite do what it claims. Now, personally for me, which one will I use? I'll probably go back and forth between the two. But I like the idea of having a chilled drink without having to get watered down. Have a little bit of a splash of water sometimes to open it up, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, okay, there's nothing wrong with that if that's how you like it. But this test was to see which way the whiskey would stay cooler longer. And it's very evident that after 1 hour of these cooling methods in the whiskey, which one, came out on top. So I would challenge you to think about which way you want to enjoy your whiskey. Maybe a little bit diluted and watered down, or maybe you put it in an ice cube, and then when that one's gone, hopefully your whiskey's gone, you put in another ice cube, and maybe you pour yourself another finger or two, and that way it doesn't dilute it too much. It's completely up to you. But when looking at these two methods, the stainless steel ice ball just doesn't do what it claims. So put some comments if you think that, did you think that the stainless steel would work? Did you think that the ice ball would be victorious? Which way? So that's been a test. I thought it was fun. The hardest part about doing this, honestly, is staring at these glasses for the last hour, knowing that I couldn't drink any of it. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this fun video where I got to do a little bit of experiment, science, fun stuff. So, as I say every time, enjoy your cigar journey. Even though this is whiskey, still enjoyed it while having a cigar. But enjoy your cigar journey. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.